The suburbs of Philadelphia are so sought after, not just in Pennsylvania, but in the entire country. There are 4 counties that surround the city of Philadelphia, which are Chester County, Montgomery County, Bucks County, and Delaware County. These 4 counties alone make up a little bit over 20% of the entire state's population, and that's not including the actual population of Philadelphia itself, just the suburbs around it. The Philly suburbs are so desirable, but what actually makes this area so desirable? That's what we're gonna go over now. Hey there, I'm Corey Benhart, your Philadelphia suburb realtor. I specialize in helping people just like you make the move to the suburbs to find their perfect Pennsylvania home. All of my contact information is below. I look forward to hearing from you, and let's get started with the first reason why people love living in the Philly suburbs so much, which is the overall location. So depending on which of these 4 counties you end up moving to, your commute to Center City, Philadelphia would range anywhere from 20 minutes to a little bit over an hour and a half, of course, depending on the specific area that you would move to. So many towns in the suburbs have bus and train access directly into Center City as well. So if driving and having to deal with traffic every day isn't something you want to deal with, public transportation is an option as well. So besides being pretty close to Philadelphia itself, you're also only about an hour and a half to 2.5 hours from New York City as well, depending on the county that you end up moving to. So if you have family in New York City or in Philadelphia, or if you need to commute to one of these cities every day or a couple times a week or a month, being between these 2 major cities is a huge plus. Or if you just want to go for a long weekend and enjoy everything that these 2 amazing cities has to offer. If being this close to 2 of the largest cities in the country doesn't really matter to you, the suburbs of Philly are also about 2 hours to the Pocono Mountains, which are perfect for a weekend getaway. There are some incredible lodges up in and around the Pocono Mountains for hiking, fishing, swimming, boating, and really everything else that you can imagine doing up in the mountains. So once you buy a home and you're settled into the Philly suburbs, I would highly recommend taking a trip up to the Poconos if you love nature. Along with the cities and the mountains, you would only be about 2 hours or less to the Jersey Shore, which has some incredible beaches. That's what makes this location of the suburbs so special, because within an hour to 2, you can be in 2 of the largest cities in the country, the mountains or a beach. The Philadelphia suburbs have every type of living environment, which is another reason why people love living here. If you want to live in a vibrant town, a pretty standard, quiet suburban town, or a wide open, spread out farm style town, the suburbs have all of these options and more, depending on what type of environment you'd like to live in. Besides just the overall town environment, the Philly suburbs also has so many different housing style options as well. If you would like to live in the center of a vibrant town in a condo with walkability to just about everything that you need, the suburbs have that. If you're looking for a townhouse or a single family home in more of a standard residential neighborhood, the suburbs have that too. If you're looking for a gated or an ultra private community with multi-million-dollar homes, we can find that in the suburbs as well. But lastly, if you're looking for a home with tons of acres, maybe you want some animals or tons of space between you and your neighboring property, the suburbs have that as well. Truly, for every type of living environment and housing style that you would like, the suburbs have great options. So no matter what type of housing style you're looking for, I'm certain that we have it here in the Philadelphia suburbs. But if you're just not sure where some of the best places are that match kind of what you're looking for, reach out and I would be happy to narrow down your housing and town options. Another great reason why people love living here is because of the food. The East Coast as a whole, but specifically Philadelphia, is known to have some of the best food in the country. Specifically, pizza and cheesesteaks are what we're known for. If you don't currently live in Pennsylvania, you might call it a Philly cheesesteak, but here keep in mind that we just call it a cheesesteak. We don't just have good sandwiches, cheesesteaks, and pizza. We're also known to be one of the best metro areas for foodies. If you love to try different cuisines from all over the world, then you'll love living here. Pretty sure that you could go to a different restaurant every single day for years and never go to the same one twice. The Philadelphia metro area as a whole has some amazing restaurants, actually some of the best in the country. I've had clients move from overseas to the Philadelphia metro area, and they have said that the food that they had here is almost as good as what they can have back home in their home country. So besides the amazing food, another great reason why people love living here is the education and the career opportunities. The Philadelphia area has some of the best colleges and universities throughout the entire country. So just to name a few of the schools in the city, we have the University of Pennsylvania, which is the 7th best in the country, Villanova University, Drexel University, and Temple University, along with so many other great schools in this area. There's so many different amazing things that people can major in one of these schools, but these schools excel when it comes to the medical department. So interestingly enough, 1 in 6 doctors throughout the entire country was trained right here in the Philadelphia area. So if you're a med student already in the medical field, or you just want to live within driving distance to some of the best hospitals, the Philadelphia metro area might be a great fit for you. So the next reason why people love living in this area is because of the overall community feel. Suburban living often creates a strong sense of community. There are typically plenty of opportunities to engage in local events, activities, and festivals as well. Since the suburbs are made up of a bunch of different individual towns, these towns typically have a very close-knit community feel that can provide a very strong sense of community. If community feel is very important to you, please reach out and I can help you narrow down your options for some of the best towns that have the best and most community feel. So generally speaking, the towns that have a significant downtown walkability feel have the best community feel due to the activities that take place in the center of town. If a center of town, downtown walkability feel isn't really what you're looking for, and you would prefer to be outdoors and around nature with tons of outdoor activities, don't worry, because that's another reason why people love living here in the Philadelphia suburbs, is because there are so many different opportunities to enjoy nature and do tons of outdoor activities because the suburbs are so spread out, as opposed to a major city where everything is so condensed and there's really not that much nature to enjoy. There are tons of amazing parks, hiking trails, rivers, lakes, dog parks, and so much more all throughout the suburbs. So whether you like to run, walk the dog, swim, bike, boat, or anything else, I can guarantee there's a spot for you to do so in the suburbs. So if you're thinking about moving to the Philadelphia suburbs, I would love to help you find your perfect Pennsylvania home. All of my contact information is below, but until then, I will see you over on this video where we talk about some of the most popular towns in the Philadelphia suburbs.